a huge topic of this week's episode on growing the game. Do you want to take it from here, Braden?
Yeah, I mean, of course, this is a new experience for us. I mean, we got a little taste of it for Nations. I think everybody enjoyed hearing the stories about it. But I mean, like what's I can't even. I mean, we're gonna have to explain as best we can, like the difference playing in the NHL versus representing your country. And I know for us, we're on the single digit days. Like it's whether we like it or not, which we love it. It's around the corner.
I just think that there's something so special about checking your ego at the door, what you've done in the past, what you're doing on your current team, the success you're having, everything that you take from your club team, and then you go to the best players in the country of all ages, and you just check it all at the door. You walk into a brand new locker room with new guys, and you do it for a 2 to 3 week tournament. I think there's just something so special about that. And like, you walk into the room, you find out who you're playing with, you find out your role, and you just immediately do whatever you can to help the team. I think it's so special. I mean, it's so different than any other experience I've had. And the thing I was most proud of is just how much guys are willing to sacrifice the team over themselves. And that was just so great to see. And I know we're going to see it again this time around, starting February 12th against Latvia. We have 3 days of practice leading, so really not a lot of time to
break in gear.
I mean, we've been breaking in gear. I've been breaking in new pants, new gloves, new skates for the last few weeks, so that it's not freaking stale as shit when we go over there.
Do you have Olympic skates?
I just wearing new skates. No,
you
not
just,
like,
yeah. You don't have like design. A USA. Yeah. Okay.
No, I just found out the other day that I was wearing pant shells for something, but you have to wear I'm wearing regular pants. So I have to break those in over the next few skates. So
you can't wear shells. I mean, I know I'm a pant guy anyway.
I just don't like the shells. I thought we had to wear it, but we have pants.
Yeah.
So, but that'll be good. Why don't we go through a little bit of our schedule so that fans that are listening to this, know what time we're playing, know who we're playing, kind of know our schedule here. So want me to go over it?
Please take it away.
Okay. So we are starting off Thursday, February 12th against Latvia. We're talking 9:10 p.m. Milan time. So
have you ever played at 9 o'clock before?
Never in my life. Maybe in the bubble, actually. So that's 3 p.m. Eastern. Let's go over a little bit of the Latvia team. So they've got Teddy Bluger. We're listing some of the NHLers. Teddy Bluger, Zembis Girgensons, Juvis Blinskas on my team. And then they actually 2 goalies are both NHL goalies, one with Columbus and then one with, Elvis Merzlikins on Columbus, and then Silvos, who had that sick run with Vancouver a couple years ago in playoffs. So we're talking Latvia. We're talking game 1. That's what we're going up against, some of the NHL guys that we know. And there's plenty other guys that we've played against throughout, growing up, whether that's U18s or U20s or even the NHL that aren't in the NHL currently. So then we're moving over to February 14th. By the way, the notes that Quater gave for this part.
Goated.
Iconic.
Let's talk about this 9:10 start. Like, what time do you envision this morning skate to be? Because even we were starting to talk about as a team, so there's going to be 3 games every day at the rink. So I don't even know, 12, 4, and 9?
Probably. No, I think it's listed somewhere. I think it's like noon, 5, and 9, we'll say. But because noon, 4:30.
Because guys were talking about the ice. I'm like, oh, you're going to have 3 games on it. Well, I'm like, you're not going to have the other teams practice on that day. And the only time the guys are going to be skating on it extra is the morning skates for the 9 o'clock game. Because the first 2 games, there's no time for morning skate because obviously it's earlier. So I still think, will the ice get chewed up naturally? Yeah, but that's a lot of events that have that. So I mean, I'm curious, what time morning skate is, how much time, because we might be breaking records for naps this go around.
Yeah, the nap's going to be very special. I'm envisioning we're on a noon pregame skate, which means we're not practice. If we're playing at 9, we're not pregame skating at 8 in the morning on the game rink. So there's the game rink and then the practice facility in the practice rink and the game rink are in the same building, let's call it. I think for a 9-10 game, we'll probably pregame skate around noon.
But then what about that first game? We got to figure out that first game.
Well, we're not pregame skating on the game rink. I don't think we're probably pregame skating on the practice rink.
You don't think so? With all like the other teams needing to practice.
So if the first game's at noon, that means that both teams have to be done their pregame skate by no later than 10:30.
Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work.
That just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, no, 100%, brother.
But it's going to be a muck of a pregame meal after that. Do a long nap, 9-10 time. Game's going to end late. But yeah, it's great. I think it's perfect. I think it's great. It's great for the viewers back home.
You got to think people are taking some work off.
I've already been getting some messages of a lot of bars being rented out already for each game. Yeah, like watch parties everywhere, which is just so exciting and so cool for me to hear because I think when we're going to be over there, we're going to be in our little bubble. We're literally going to, my phone's going to be pretty much, I don't want to say shut off because I'm going to be getting some sick pictures and videos and stuff that I want to have memories of, but like stuff that's happening back here and all over social media. I don't know if I'm going to be all over it like I am normally. So, but I'm sure we're going to get lots of videos sent to us of some of these watch parties. I know there's some iconic college watch parties that have happened across the country in the past for the Olympics. So just so excited to see all those. But so February 12th, we got Latvia. February 14th, we've got Denmark. And they've got some really good players. They've got Bjorkstrand, Ehlers, Eller, Freddie Anderson in goal, Sogard, who's on Ottawa. So some familiar NHL names there.
Some teammates there as well. And then back to back, again, both 9 p.m. games. So if we play 9 p.m. on the 14th, that means we're not going to bed till probably 3 a.m. with a game the next day about 9-10. So just back to backs, I've been always like, my mindset is just get as much sleep as you can. Wake up, get a little walk or a little activation, but sleep is your friend on back to back. So we'll be sleeping a lot that day. And then Germany, they've got some big names. They got the Draisaitl, Peterka, Stützle, Sturmy, Moritz Seider on defense, who's having an unbelievable year. And then Philip Grubar is their goalie. So some big names there. But I will say, do you know what these teams don't have that we have? The sickest jerseys ever with a rocket of a model. We're the luckiest team with this, future GQ Abercrombie modeling these new sick jerseys for us. These are hysterical Nike sick jerseys, by the way. They're so light. They're beautiful blue too.
Beautiful blue. They're light. They're awesome.
Like red, white, and blue. Just fits. Goes
I just
well.
love the USA across, like the down and across. And you know what? What I love about our team too is just where everybody's from, like geographically. Is that the word, or is it demographically? I don't know.
Geographically, we're not scholars.
No, we aren't scholars. Yeah, well, you went to school for 1 year, so you should know this. But it was a nice year.
It was a good year. It was a good year. You always had. Now we're just going to talk a little bit of my school experience while waiting for this. You always had 6 days off, free, like skip classes, like but no punishment. So I would go into I'd go into my semester and plan out the 6 days that I was going to skip. And then if you skip a 7th, then your points get deducted, and I could not afford that. So I planned out my 6 at the start of the semester just to be like, all right, I got that scheduled in. And you know what? If that one random one comes up, I'll just have to make up the other one. So I remember there's a time, just the craziest thing in the world.
The Tuesday after Marathon Monday?
I think it wasn't. It was after we lost Hockey East or not Hockey East. We lost in the college tournament and season was over. I remember that Monday we were cause BU, for the people that don't know, BU is like a mile long, just right down the road. It's like just straight shot. And to get to class
in the heart of Boston,
to get to class, you just walk half a mile on ComAv. I remember one day we're like, we ain't walking. And we ordered an Uber to class. There's traffic. And we legit paid 2 minutes. We barely moved. We're like, who wants to go to T's Pub? And then we just scratched that class, just went to T's Pub, and it was unbelievable. So great That's spot. Cool. It was like we just had it was just a freshman class. We were just like, we're not going to class. We're going to We're going to hang out. And then that was an unscheduled skip in class that day, but made it up.
But speaking of Boston and T's Pub, we've got a teammate. I'm sure he went to T's Pub more than once, and that's Jack Eichel. And he is one of 3 guys from Massachusetts. I'm just going to go through the roster a little bit, where they're from, throughout the country.
Not all of them, but
no,
we're going to get to the main.
So the 3 main ones, right? And I'm going to throw in a 4th main one. But the 3 main ones, Massachusetts, we got 3 guys. We got Boldy, Ikes, and Hannafin. Mm-hmm. Minnesota, we got 5, which that's a fucking shit ton. Mm-hmm. Faber, Gensel, Lacombe, Nelson, and Ottinger. That's always seems for the Olympic team. They're always a handful of Minnesota kids.
Yep.
And then I think this is an elite number, huge. 6 guys from Mich. KC, Kyle Connor, Hellebuck. Oh, and then we're throwing in the Hugleses, actually.
They're late Michiganders.
Oh, I'm going to change this, actually. I'm going to change this from 6 to
4.
4.25.5, maybe. I don't know.
They're giving them it on the internet, but I know they were born in Florida, all the NHL stuff is, but they're giving them the Michiganders.
No,
so I was going to ask you guys about that.
They have their roots in Michigan. Quinn and Jack got a great spot. I can't give out the location because crazies, but it's a beautiful lake house right on the water. If you saw it.
It's awesome though. No, they've got a 6 set up there, and so many skate with so many they have their skates and their workouts I heard up there are elite. But I think Quater, what Quater was about to ask is does that count if they're from Michigan? Is should we count that?
Yeah, but
I think so. Yes, because they spend the summers there and they have a big history there. So I'm allowing it. So we'll keep it at 6. And so we got KC, Hellebuck, Jack and Quinn Hughes, Larkin, and then Werenski. And then I'm throwing, that's the big 3.
That's the infamous 3 of
so
just the whole
14,
USA hockey.
14 out of 25 guys are from those 3 cities. Well, I'm sneaking in another one to make it the Fab 4. Missouri.
What?
Me, and Keller. Iconic right there. So
that's just the growth of the game. Then it's special. And what's great, I know a lot of guys played together growing up. I bet Hanny and Ikes played together. Obviously Quinn Jack played together. Larks, Werenski, KC. That was a sick Michigan team.
Bell Tire, right?
Bell Tire. But it's cool that you and Kells all kind of interchanged with St. Louis AAA Blues. We had me and Kells for a couple of years, you and Kells.
I was going to say, so let's explain that real quick. So you're in 1999 birth year. Keller's in 98. I'm in 97. So I started first. So Kells grew up playing with me up a year because he was the best player at his age. And honestly, he was the best player at our age too. He was unreal. Mm-hmm. He came and played with us at Pee Wee, Quebec. So Pee Wee major year. And then instead of coming with us to Bantam minor, he stayed back with the 98s for another Pee Wee major year. Went back to Pee Wee Quebec twice. Pretty sick.
Yeah, only a couple guys can do that.
And then the other guy who did that is this man right over here that I'm talking to. Brady played up a level his whole life until Pee Wee major. Played up with them for Pee Wee Quebec, and then was also goated and went back and played another year instead of going up again with the 98s to Bantam minor. Played another year of Pee Wee major to go to Pee Wee Quebec twice. Did I say that right?
Oh, yeah. Pee Wee Quebec's the GOAT. The youth hockey, it's Pee Wee Quebec and then the brick tournament, but unreal. But it's just great that all interchanges that we're all going to be Olympians for the first time. That's
so sick.
Super, super cool.
So sick. Well, I know I'm jacked up for we're talking single digits. We're leaving for Milan in 5 days, something there. So we're
beep, 60 hours. That's not even close to being right. Not even close.